the intimacy journey with Heated Rivalry, which showcases the core intimacy so well. Such the engaging antidote to the times we are in. Last week was intellectual intimacy with Svetlana being the intellectual intimacy queen. This week is emotional intimacy and Scott, Kip, and Elena. There's a reason we all watched episode 3 and thought, this is the best episode so far. In my emotional intimacy episode this week, I talk about how one of the best examples of emotional attraction is how we bond with characters in TV shows, movie, or books. So Heated Rivalry is perfect for this. But also, the question for emotional intimacy is this. When we are hurt, can we be honest? How does this apply to the show? Well, we all know that Shane can be honest, but Ilya really struggles with emotional honesty in episodes 1 and 2. However, Ilya doesn't always completely dismiss Shane. He uses other intimacy tactics. His use of intimacy is very dynamic and very realistic, or even relatable. When we start integrating the 4 intimacies, Ilya will be my main example for sure. But actual emotional intimacy and Scott and Kip. Beginning of episode 3, Scott is so open and vulnerable when he says, I know I'm too intense, I know I'm flawed, but I really want you to stay. The pain of thinking you are too intense or too flawed to be loved is real, y'all. But he says it anyway. He is brave and honest. And Kip sees Scott's honesty, intimacy, and is emotionally attracted to Scott, to how he expresses his emotions. Kip recognizes it as an invitation and even permission for him to mirror the same honesty and vulnerability back. When Scott freaks out at the art gallery, Scott apologizes, i.e. repair, another topic in this week's episode. And he's honest about the panic he's feeling and also how he's afraid of how it impacts Kip. Showcasing emotional honesty again, but also care about the impact of his behavior, repair. And Kip meets him and lets him know it is okay and offers different ideas for them meeting this repair moment. But it is Elena who forces or mirrors for Kip that he has to be honest with her about the pain of being kept in the closet. Elena is also the one that is emotionally honest with Scott, forcing him, inviting him to see Kip's hurt, and says he deserves sunshine, and so do you. When Kip finally tells Scott, I can't live or be with a man who wants me to be in the closet, he is telling Scott that it hurts to be in the closet. Kip can be emotionally honest because he knows Scott appreciates that, and Elena has shown him that it is important to be emotionally honest. But this moment is so painful because they are in love. Scott is so hurt, and he can say so, but he also accepts what Kip says. And this is emotional intimacy. They are mirroring honesty even when it hurts. And this takes kindness. Side tip, vulnerability with kindness is the marker of any healthy intimacy, regardless of the type. And then lastly, in a very brief but crucial moment, we see Kip with his father who sees the pain and just hugs his son. When we are hurt, can we be honest, even without the words? Kip has emotional intimacy with his father, with Elena, and with Scott. I mean, no wonder we love him. We love them. So what do you think? Do you have a better understanding of emotional intimacy? What other ways does it show up for you in heated rivalry, or maybe even in your own life? Stay curious, honest, and playful, my friends.